While I'm Matthew.
And I'm Ian. What are the results of the recent election?
You see, Donald Trump has won, and he's gonna build a wall that's gonna be huge. Anyhow, along with that, there has been propositions that have been accepted and declined, such as
Proposition 58, which allows students to learn another language in school, which is going to be passed. But Proposition 62, which repels the death penalty, is not going to be passed.
As most of you already know by now, Trump has been victorious in the election for America's next president. We have the results of the new laws that have passed. You may be surprised by some of them.
Is it possible to have another World War III? Will we die? We'll talk about that too.
You know, people already know that Trump has won, but I'm going to talk about it a little bit more in my entertainment report.
Hello, everyone. It's just like hello. I'm funny. Stay tuned for my weather report for today's highs and lows.
Man, I don't know why, but then I said, why not? Find out why I did the sport in my upcoming sports report.
We'll be back with that and more
on the other side of the break. Welcome back from the break.
Now it's time for the Tetzlaff play-by-play. The Day of the Dead Festival is an annual Tetzlaff event where we honor those who have passed. Live in 5 reporter Sean has the inside story.
Hey Tetzlaff Trojans, my name is Sean and I'm going to the Day of the Dead celebration. Let's see what they have in store for us. Ms. Mokol was very happy to see over 160 students and family members come celebrate with us. Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead, is an annual ancient Mexican holiday that has been celebrated since pre-Columbian times. This holiday has no correlation with Halloween. Festivities begin on October 31st with families preparing altars and decorating. November 1st, people celebrate young children who have passed, and on November 2nd, the adults who have passed. It is traditional to celebrate with parades, parties, food, singing, dancing, and many people even dress as skeletons as a way of welcoming the deceased all 3 days. Eating is central to the celebration and to prepare for the loved ones. Their favorite dish should be made to welcome them. It is a celebration of life and also to honor those who... Why do you think the Day of the Dead is celebrated?
I think it's celebrated because to celebrate the people who died and just to celebrate their death and show that you care about them.
It is celebrated to celebrate the lives of the dead and everyone who's passed.
To bring back all my dead homies.
To celebrate the dead people.
What's your favorite part of this celebration?
Making altars and the food.
The food.
Horchata. That you get to basically share gifts about and remind you about the people who died.
Who are you celebrating for this day?
Albert Einstein.
Paul Walker.
The squirrel in my backyard.
Does your family celebrate Day of the Dead?
Nope.
Yes. No.
Yeah.
Well, I'm on my way back from Day of the Dead celebration. It looks like most of you guys enjoyed it, especially the food. Well, that's it for this celebration. See you guys next time.
Today, Tetzlaff will be playing against Fetty. Good luck and give it your all.
Be ready to eat and have fun today at the Habit Burger Grill and Blaze Pizza fundraiser. They are located in the same building on the 183rd north of Cerritos Mall and takes place from 4 to 9 p.m.
Let's check out the Tetzlaff calendar. Today is Spirit Day and a game against Fetty. Following that will be a Habit Burger Grill and Blaze Pizza fundraiser. Friday is Veterans Day, which is also a school holiday. That wraps up the week. That's all for Tetzlaff play-by-play. Now it's time for the action reaction.
Have you done the plastic wrap? If you have, then you know it's amusing. If you haven't, well, let's roll the video.
you know that plastic wrap is also known as Glad wrap, cling film, saran wrap, cling wrap, and food wrap? That's it for this action reaction. That concludes the Tetzlaff play-by-play.
And we'll see you after the break.
Holy Grail.
Let's check out today's entertainment report with Jace.
Good morning, Jace.
Good morning, guys. As you know, Trump won. And I do care who won, who lost. Personally, I think it doesn't matter who won as long as they make a good president for this country. I know Hillary did have more, political background than Trump did, but she didn't win and Trump did, so I guess that's what we have to live with. It doesn't really matter as long, and Trump wants to take away Common Core. That's what I agree with. I hate Common Core now. I just really dislike it. But it doesn't really matter who won, who lost. Just as long as they make a good president for the country, that's all that matters. Well, it's time to check out weather with Jenna. Good morning, Jenna.
Good morning, everyone, and it's time for today's highs and lows. Starting off in Tokyo, we'll be seeing 52 degrees as a low. Moving on to the other side of the map, we'll be seeing 30 in Anchorage and 70 in Rio de Janeiro. Moving on to our highs, we'll be seeing 54 in Tokyo, 36 in Anchorage, and 91 in Rio de Janeiro. It's getting hotter. Moving on, chocolate wasps from Japan. So it looks like chocolate on wasps. I mean, I wouldn't eat that because they look scary, man. But I'm sure other people would. Don't forget to direct message us your food pics at UNGBA Global. Direct message them us on Instagram. Now it's time for sports with Jameson. Good morning, Jameson.
The new sport is hockey. It is not new, but it's new to my segment. I got asked by Jacob, and guess what he was wearing? A Ducks hoodie. Yeah, finally another Ducks fan. But I really thought that Kai would ask me, but he let me down. I'm not surprised. Now for basketball. The Cavs lose to the Hawks 110 to 106, and the Grizzlies win by 1 point against the Nuggets 108 to 107. Man, sucks to be the Nuggets, right? Well, that's it for today. Time for the news.
So how's everybody doing today?
Horrible. Pretty bad.
You don't like Trump?
No, not at all.
Alex, who's our guest today?
Connor.
Hello.
Trump won the elections, and California has also passed new laws that will be going into effect soon. So we're here today to discuss some of the propositions that passed and those that didn't.
All right. So let's talk about some propositions.
Let's talk about Proposition 7. Trials.
Oh, Proposition 57.
Well, like, this would allow judges, well, not prosecutors, to decide whether to try certain juveniles in an adult's court.
Oh,
But at the same time, if it's good because you can clear out the prisons quicker because now the prisons are getting really full and letting them earn credits to get out of prison will clear up the prison.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's talk about Proposition 63 for firearms, the background checks for ammunition purchases. I think that should happen because, it would just help because you have to, check if the person is not, somebody that was tied to a crime or that used a gun on somebody or killed someone.
I honestly am really happy that that Proposition 67 was agreed because as Donald Trump said, he wants to help the economy, and this would probably help a lot in the economy from having plastic bags going into waste.
Yeah.
What about Proposition 62? It's the only one we have on this list that is declined.
Yeah, because the death penalty,
it's something that if they do something bad, it's something that they get and they deserve.
Yeah.
It's too brutal.
Yeah, it's too.
Yeah.
It's a
Like
little brutal.
you should just, instead of dying, you should at least just go to jail for like years upon years, or like life.
But at the
Yeah.
same
Instead of
time,
dying.
that's gonna add more people to the jail cell.
Oh,
True.
So
it's the other proposition.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it makes sense, but
What about Prop 58 where it's like the non-English students are supposed to learn English so they can like participate in English schools?
that's really helpful because some people they don't know English as much.
yeah. But then at the same time, we're gonna have to hire more teachers, and that's gonna cost schools more and more money.
Yeah. And like, what about like Prop 51 where like they owe 9 billion bonds for schools
They're
For-
taxing.
also?
They're taxing the rich people.
Yeah, because like,
That's good because schools don't have a lot of money these days, and taxing the rich will help pay for some things that we really want.
And the teachers, they don't have enough. They don't get the right amount of money when they teach teach kids their future. They teach kids what they have to do, and they get a low amount of money wage.
yeah, and Prop 64, which was yes, to legalize
Oh,
marijuana.
Well, that
it's time for today's segment where you show the world what they have. 15-year-old contrarist, aerialist, and hand balancer Sophie Dozy impresses the judges with her amazing flexibility. Sophie Dozy's passion for contorting with a video from the internet. Before America's Got Talent, she was a competitive gymnast and dancer. She learned to balance and flexibility on her own. In her audition, she was showing the judges what flexibility really is. To end her audition, she shot a bow and arrow at a target using only her feet and balancing on her hands on 2 wooden blocks. She also received the golden buzzer from Mita McIntyre due to amazing contortionist skills. Advancing to the finals was big for Sophie. Although she didn't win, America's Got Talent's win or lose, she still loves being a contortionist. She honest.
Well, it's contortionist, and I saw this on YouTube and I thought it was like really cool.
I know. I'm surprised. She should sign up for something.
Yeah. Sure.
That wraps it up.
well, let's go to Webpole with Alex.
Well, again, this is Connor with us. Good morning, Connor.
Morning, Alex.
Well, I'm honestly really disappointed in like America's choices. Like, why would you? This is only my opinion, and probably gonna get a little bit of hate for this, but why would you want someone as president that would show his arrogance on TV? Like, I honestly would not like that as a president for equality. Well, will you please read this week's Webpole for us?
Yeah. Do you think parents should be allowed to homeschool their kids?
Here's what our viewer said. It decides because if the parent can teach it, and that will be then that kid will not be able to learn enough from their future. And the bad thing about it is they can't get a report card and also be social with friends. To vote, visit us online at unblood.com, and you can also send us your vote and comment to us on Instagram at unbloodglobal. Leave a comment with us at either place, and your message just might make it on the air. So, Connor, what do you think?
I think that it's bad to homeschool your kids because they don't get the social aspect of school and they don't really have friends because they just stay in their house all the time and don't really do anything.
Alright, now it's time with Matthew with the FYI.
Thank you, Alex. Let's read the FYI. So where was the Chinese takeout box invented? The United States, China, Japan, or Thailand? Take 5. The Chinese takeout box was invented in the United States.
The Arachna National Park, Madagascar, a new snake was discovered by researchers. It has earned the name ghost snake because of its exceptional appearance. Ghost snake has a pale gray scale and was found in limestone called tingzali, which also has the same color. Ghost snake is part of the Madagascar group, or plainly cat-eye snakes. No other snakes from the group of Madagascar is a ghost snake, making it unique and exceptional. Researchers are delighted to discover that snakes, because they are the only 5 species of Madagascar found in the world. Well, that wraps it up for the show. Thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Cracking.